Good morning, everyone. Don't you love a meeting that starts not only on time, but early? Look at that clock. I want you to know that we are not only on time, but we're early, and you were all early, so thank you very much for doing that. I'm Barbara Brannon, and I've come here this morning to talk to you about the wall. You notice I brought the wall with me, because we can't talk about the wall without looking at the wall. How many of you have ever hit the wall? Don't raise your hands because all the hands are going to go up in the room. I have hit the wall so many times, I think I've lost count. But you know, one of the things we need to think about is where we hit the wall. Where do we hit the wall? You know how you're just feeling great and you go to the doctor and everything is wonderful and they take some tests and they call you up and go, well, we have some news. And you go, wait a minute, I'm feeling fine. It's the wall. Here we go. It's the wall. The next thing that happens is that you get up, you go to work, you get a phone call, and something that you thought was going to work absolutely perfectly isn't working anymore. You've hit the wall. You got that phone call. You didn't get that contract. The sale didn't go through. The thing that you thought was going to happen didn't happen. Or somebody just called you up and gave you a piece of their mind. It's called the wall. You know what it feels like. Relationships. You can hit the wall in a relationship, can't you? Sometimes they just leave. That's a hard wall. Sometimes they just don't go well. You know, you take a phone call from that kid or a spouse or somebody and you go, okay, what was that all about? And you hit the wall. And then my favorite one, the money wall. Anybody know that one? You get the bill, you look at the checkbook, they don't match. And they're the wrong sizes. We know the wall. In front of you, each of you have a piece of the wall. Everybody got a piece of the wall but me. Can somebody loan me a piece of the wall? You've got a piece of the wall in front of you. I want everybody to hold up their piece of the wall. You got your piece of the wall? You get to keep this, okay? This is a memento, your own piece of the wall. Now I want you to go like this. Do you all know this? Do you know what this feels like? You know, the reason I wear fluffy hair is because my head is pretty craggy from all the different places where I've hit my head against the wall, and the bumps and bruises are there. The wall is real. It's very, very real, and it doesn't go away. What it does do is it lays down, and then it comes up in front of you, and then we smack right into it. So what we're going to learn today is not to go around the wall, not to go under the wall, not even to blow the wall up. We are going to learn how to dismantle the wall. Take it down, because the wall is going to keep coming up. We can't just get rid of the wall and say it'll never come back, because it will. So what I want to teach you today are some things on how you can dismantle the wall each time it comes up in front of you. Now, my walls have been large. As some of you know, many years ago I struggled with a child who was extremely ill. He was so ill that we did not know if he was going to live or die. That's really hard. I was working at one point in my life in a job that just didn't match me. It wasn't me. It wasn't what I do. I wasn't happy. I probably wasn't even good at it. I don't know. You know, have you ever been there where you just know you're in the wrong place at the wrong time? It's a wall. I went to the doctor one day, wasn't feeling all that bad, and he said, well, let's get you to another doctor. And that doctor said, let's get you to another doctor, until they all got through and said, you have this horrible disease, and you need to go home and stay in bed, and by the way, the good news is you're not going to die, you're just going to be sick all the time. Whoa, okay, I have 3 walls. That's almost a room, you know, you're just kind of bumping. You know, you're going like this. Okay, let me out of here. You know, I still had one out. Remember, I named 3 walls, so I was able to get out the back. But you know what? Because I hit those walls and did the wrong thing, I didn't dismantle them. I didn't use peace and play, which were at my disposal. The 4th wall came up. And I lost the use of my left arm, totally, wholly, and completely. Not only did I lose the use of my arm, but it hurt. Now, I'm sorry, that's not fair. You know, if you can't reach to get dressed in the morning, at least it shouldn't hurt. It should just sit there. But I had both going on. If I bumped into a wall, I would burst into tears. It hurt that bad. Those are heavy-duty walls. You've had your own. You could tell your own stories up here if you were with me. But you know, I got through them. I got through them with peace and play, and you can too.